because it came out after the Risen fully resolves. The Loyalty 2 ability and the Ally ability from Spawning Demon both go into a heap, and then you, who controls them both, chooses how they resolve, so you can first break all champions, and then spend a health to get a demon into play, to have a demon token and your Angel of Death. If that makes sense. Mobilize Breath of Life. Interesting. I think I just wanted to quell this. It's not a good quell, but I don't have anything else I'd rather do, and I don't want to like Sea Titan it. I don't want to get the board back to parity. It does make sense. Excellent. That took me so long to understand. And when this was originally kickstarted, I kickstarted it at a high enough tier that I actually went out to Boston for a week to work with White Wizard on a card and other stuff, essentially. And yeah, that was one of the things that came up, and it was very confusing to me. Well, we don't want to flash fire that yet. We can flash fire Storm Dragon off turn. Let's just Demonic Rising, draw cards. I'm definitely leaning towards just Flash Fire Sirens Storm Dragon to completely clear the board from them and get a 9/9 Airborne in play. Although they seem to be a pretty heavy token deck, I could just Sea Titan back that guy and Flash Fire. I don't know about that, because we'll have to deal with that eventually. We don't have loyalty for this. That's really good at keeping out this. But that's all of our anti-token stuff. And once again, it seems like this is a pretty heavy token deck, which means that needed to be gotten rid of eventually anyway. Fine. I'm not in love with it, but it's okay. And same thing here with Little Double. I was considering playing it just to try and bait out some more stuff, but I don't want to overextend past my 9/9. Oh yes. There's probably significantly more you can hear at times. I am in the heart of downtown Minneapolis. I'm a little surprised that those are picked up, since I can't hear them that well myself. That's fine. They're low on cards. I think I'm going to go ahead and Amnesia, also because I want to potentially get another evil card for loyalty for Rift Summoner. We didn't, though. Unfortunate. Especially unfortunate because we'll probably just play Erratic Research to draw cards now. I might have been too greedy. I was probably too greedy. I probably should have just waited and Erratic Researched. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Obviously, if I would have drawn an evil card, I wouldn't have thought it was a mistake, but in the grand scheme of things, it probably was a mistake either way. Since I want to hold on to Helion's Fury because it's great. So yeah, we'll just do this. Oh well. We still don't have loyalty. Now we do. Alright, we'll just go in with Little Double. We have 8 cards in hand, so playing a card costs us nothing, and it's a great way to establish without spending a gold. Force our opponent to spend a gold if they don't want to take 4 damage repeatedly. If they do spend a gold, we have Veldin, which is insane follow-up. And Corpse Taker can get back Veldin when we need it, or a Sea Titan, both of which are excellent Corpse Taker targets. The detail on this is really incredible. Find it quite eerie. That is indeed a word. I'm not sure of the exact spelling of it, but yeah, I hadn't really looked up here before, but that's interesting. Minor detail, but I do find it interesting from a lore perspective that Corpse Taker is literally digging up a Sea Titan. But yeah, this is really good for us, really bad for our opponent since we have 3 Sage cards in hand. So we can Veldin, get rid of their board, and attack for 10. Otherwise, Silver Dragon would also be great, but yeah, the Corpse Taker is taking something out of your discard pile so you can replay it. There's this guy here that's being dug up. So whenever you use it to get a Sea Titan back, he's essentially digging out a Sea Titan from its watery grave. That guy's not a Sea Titan, but when using Corpse Taker to get back Sea Titan, it would assume that he would do the same thing, and then he's digging up someone, in this case, the champion you're getting back. Yes, yes. That would be a lot of effort. To dig out a Sea Titan. Unfortunately, we still don't have loyalty for Rift Summoner since we played our Little Devil, but we can just use Corpse Taker to get back Veldin if needed. There definitely was an argument for playing Silver Dragon over Veldin there, because Veldin can bounce non-tokens. But I like getting the 10 damage in, essentially. Ooh, and there's Sky Serpent, so that's nice. And now we have loyalty for Rift Summoner. I'll ask CJ if they can bring Sea Titan back with Corpse Taker last 2 turns for reality purposes. Seems reasonable. Although the fact that it would be able to do it in 2 turns seems very impressive. So you never want to attack in a group like... Well, that's not true. You rarely want to attack in a group like this, because if I had even one guy that could jump in front of it, it would block all of them. You'd have to have some scuba gear too, probably. And, ooh, that's really good for us. Since our opponent didn't leave any human tokens back, that means they have nothing in play that can block Veldin. Helion Fury, yeah. Very likely to get the damage through, but Plague is a little bit better here. Dark Leader is considered one of the weakest cards in the game. That being said, I won a game because of it, because I got 2 blocks out of it a long time ago. Because you can block with Dark Leader, and then after you declared your block, you can expend him to get a human token into play. The Dark Leader stays blocking the champion it blocked, and then the human leader champion can block later. Oh yeah, absolutely. I've spent a large amount of time building a large amount of decks on the app. And yeah, there's a lot of cards that take some getting used to. The most important ones that come to mind from Tyrants and Duels. In Tyrants, Draka and Brachiosaurus and Smash and Burn are 3 of the most powerful cards in Wild in general. Draka is a 1-cost Wild 9/9 airborne dragon with loyalty to Blitz, and whenever it attacks, deal 3 damage to all defending champions. All champions defending player controls. Really powerful. Brachiosaurus is a 1-cost wild card that's an 8/12 breakthrough champion. With Tribute, gain another gold that can only be spent on wild cards and abilities this turn. Really powerful. Smash and Burn is a 1-cost wild event. Target champion gets +5/+5, draw 2 cards, and then it has, while this is in your discard pile essentially, Wild Ally. You may banish this from your discard pile. If you do, deal 6 damage to target champion. All of those are insanely powerful. What else is there? Those are some of the most important cards for sure. Is Second Wind Uprising or Tyrants? I think it's Uprising. I can't think of anything else offhand that's as impactful as those 3 cards from Tyrants. We'll get rid of Silver Dragon and Divine Judgment, probably. Helion's Fury is really good. Helion's really good. Marcus is okay. Roxa is really good. Yeah, sounds good. After this game, we could go through them and I'll point out some specific ones that you should be aware of. A lot of them are playable regardless, but there are some that are just meta-defining, essentially. And faction-defining. Insurgency is a pretty strong card for human token-based decks that try and kill in a single turn, try and do 30 plus damage in attacks from an empty board. And one of the great things about the app is having access to all the cards, so you can literally build whatever you want without having to worry about getting new cards or anything like that. It's great. Yep, happy to do it. This one will probably be over fairly soon. We've been getting pretty lucky, and our opponent has not had great luck here. Fumble is banned in Constructed. One of only 3 cards to be banned. The other one on in-app is Ceasefire. It's banned in competitive Constructed tournaments, that is. There's another one, which is not on the app, called Blind Faith. So you don't have to worry about that one. Essentially, though, in case you're curious, I think Blind Faith is Tyrants. It's a 0-cost good event. All opposing champions lose all abilities and powers until end of turn. Recycle. So it can get rid of Airborne, it can get rid of Blitz, it can get rid of Breakthrough, it can get rid of Untargetable, it can get rid of Expendabilities, etc. I don't remember which set Blind Faith is. I thought it was Tyrants. It could be Uprising. Maybe it's Uprising. I don't remember. But yeah, that card was just insanely powerful for 0. But it is not in the app, and it sounds like they have no intention of ever adding it to the app. Alright.